place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride.
Good morning, everyone. So, today we haven't got any work to do on Sheila's farm, but I was thinking that we could do with starting some work on our yard. Let's just check the chicken food. Yeah, they're doing fine. Okay, right. I'm going to take the tractor. We're going to go over to Sheila's main farm, and we're going to do a bit of maintenance work on the plough. And then I want to start work on a new entrance to our field. And possibly even start leveling off, ready for a shed. And then we can start dividing the field up into sections as well. Now, obviously, we'll need wheat for the chickens, oats for Bueno, and I want to leave some grass free for doing hay as well. So let's get in and we'll make a start. Now, obviously, the one thing we really need to do to progress is to get more land. So I am keeping my eye out for good deals when it comes to fields in the local area. But the one where we are at the minute is going to be it's going to be our main base field. That's going to be where we're going to build a shed and eventually have a little bit of a yard and keep all our equipment at. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this new gateway in anyway. So first of all, we need to do a bit of work on that plough that we picked up the other day, and yeah, we need to go from there. Let's get cracking in the workshop, shall we? There she is. Right then. So I am going to make sure all the joints are nicely greased. Make sure everything is working properly. And then we might even give it a whirl in the field. I think that sounds good. Right, I'll see you in a couple of hours. Okay, so I have fully repaired it. It didn't need much in the way of paintwork, so I haven't touched the paint at all. Now I've completely stripped some of these parts. Some of them were solid, but I've managed to free them up, grease them up, and now they're working perfectly. As you can see, I've got it on the back of the tractor already. It's easier to work on up in the air. Yeah, I'm quite really pleased with that purchase. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here for now. Just switch these lights off, because what I would like to do is create a new entrance into this field. Now I'm not going to touch this wall because this is a really nice stone wall. There may even be laws against breaking down the stone walls unless they break down naturally, but no, what I want to do is I want to come in here. I want to create a turning off of here, rip some of the hedge out, and on the other side of the hedge there's a barbed wire fence. I'm going to open up a section of that, and then I'm going to get a gate to put in there. So getting into our field will be as simple as coming in through these gates and then into the gate here. And I think that is where I want to create a little bit of a small yard just inside here, because it seems relatively flat. It's an area where it's not easy to get to with the mower and the other tools for haying, and yeah, I think it would make a nice little yard area. It'd be quite nice. So yeah, I've been to the store. The last time I was at the store, I got myself a chainsaw. Here we are. Here it is. Now we're gonna hack away at some of this bush until there's a gap big enough to drive through. So I'm gonna get started and see how I get on. Whew. Well, that's been hard work, but I've managed to chop out a section of the hedgerow there, and it still looks quite nice. And I've taken the barbed wire and one post out, so I managed to get this post free down here. It actually wasn't in that well anyway. So yeah, 2 sections of barbed wire and the post, and I think that'll be a wide enough gateway. Certainly looks it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ring up the fencing place I know and see what sort of gates they will do, and whether they'll come out and install it for me. And then I can start looking at levelling this piece of land over here, so I can yeah, let's get started on making a shed. This will be good. Right, it might seem like today is flying by, but for me it's really not. It's hard work. Although, having said that, I've just rang up the guys I know at the fencing company, and they were extremely helpful. They actually had nothing on, so they got me to pick out the gate I wanted, and then they came and fitted it straight away, and I am very impressed. So, here they are. Here's our new field gates. What do we think? Even put in a little bit of fence just to bridge the gaps. But yeah, I am... yeah, I'm extremely happy with that. They should last a good few years. Right. But now, it's time to get some ground levelling done so that I can put up a shed. Now, what am I going to use for the ground levelling? So, I've been thinking about this long and hard, and I think it's going to be best for me to try and get a front loader fitted to the Deucevar, because I need a front loader tractor. This is the only tractor I've got, and it's kind of my only option. So I think I might go up the dealership and see what they've got. We'll close up this door here. I don't want any intruders while I'm out. There we go. Yeah, I'm excited about this little development. I think it's going to be good. So I just spoke to them inside, and devastatingly, they do not do a front loader attacher for this tractor. So this tractor can never have a front loader, which I'm upset about. However, what they did say was that I could hire their wheel loader over there for £500, including the bucket. I can leave my tractor there, and I can go and level the ground with this. So yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll just go and get that paid. I'll run back inside and pay the £500. We'll borrow the wheel loader, and then we'll get the ground levelled. There we go. That's it paid. So let's climb up into here. Okay. So this is my first time using one of these. I'm sure it'll be easy. Oh, it's a pivot steer. That's going to be hard to get used to. Okay, let's go pick up the bucket. And then we'll get on with the job. Alright. Okay. We'll put some gravel down at this point, at some point here as well. Okay. Let's get this leveled off as best we can. Right. All this has been levelled as best I could. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a ramp up now to the gate. I will try and sort that out. But, yeah, this is where we are. Okay, so I've had some concrete or farm plate put down here. Finished it off with a little bit of gravel at the edge, which is why it sort of flares up a little bit. And then it goes into the field. Now, I think this is going to be a good spot for where we want to store our machinery. Little runoff at the back here for drainage. And yeah, and I want an open fronted shed or an open sided shed, maybe like a Dutch barn or something. Be nice to put the kit in, but that might have to wait a little while. So what I need to do now is take this back to the dealership, and then I need to start dividing up this field. So I'll get this back to the dealership, and I'll get the tractor and the plough. This village and farm is absolutely beautiful all year round, but in the winter there's something especially magical about it. That haze across the fields. It's almost too good. Right, now, so I've been thinking, let's get out and have a look. So I need to leave some room to access each individual little field from the main yard. So I can either leave a track up that end that's just grass, and I suppose will eventually become mud, or I can leave a track down this end. Now I think the better thing to do would be to leave a track up the top there and start. Yeah, if we leave a track up the top, and then we can start turning these bits into field. So I would like to keep the grass end this end, so we can carry on making hay bales. But if I leave the track up this way, leave the grass end there, and then we can have two separated fields at this end. But I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll plough up the whole lot to start with, and then we'll plant a line of grass seed to separate the two fields. But what I'm going to do to start with is mark out the field boundaries. So I'll start with this end. leaving enough gap for the track, as I said, up the end. Yeah, that's working nicely. Right, I'm going to crack on with this.
Trouble in sight, beating hearts don't lie. An empty page, a story to write. I'm in love, you're divine, and it's all in our signs. We're going away, get your bag, check the tag. Decision is made, lock your door, need no more. It's already paid. Cancel your mail for a while. It's a journey for life, and I'm your ride. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on, I cannot go wrong. God, I'm praying I'm not alone in this air of hope. 'Cause I'm in love, you're a star, burning bright in my heart. We're going away, get your bag, check the tag. Decision is made, lock your door, need no more. It's already paid, cancel your mail for a while. It's a journey for life, and I'm your ride. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on, I cannot go wrong.
Right, well, this is turning into rather a long job, which, to be fair, is probably as expected. So what I'm going to do, because I'm quite hungry now, so I'm going to knock it on the head tonight, and we will finish this field off tomorrow. The plough is working extremely well on the back of this tractor, though. Very pleased with this combination. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave tractor and plough here tonight. There we go. And I will come back in the morning to do the rest of that middle field. That middle section, I should say. Make sure we close the gates up properly on the way out. There we go. Yep, pleased with that. It's a beautiful evening to walk back. It's bloody cold, but I'm dressed for it, so yeah, I'm really happy with how this is going so far. There's the chickens. Already producing eggs. Nice. Maybe be able to sell those. They produce enough of them. They're good quality. Right. I am going to go in and get some dinner. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.
A new place, a new home. For a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride.